Welcome back, everyone. It is the 19th of October, and if you notice, Bryce Tui is not with me again. So leave a comment below and be like, what are you doing? You're not giving the people what they want. But you're here with me. And really, I just got one good trade, and then I want to talk about Bitcoin, which I think is definitely worth talking about. We are so close to all-time highs. Talked about it a little bit, I don't know, yesterday, the day before, but it is like freaky close. I put out a tweet, and I was like, last time it was at all-time highs, it didn't look back. I don't know if it's going to happen again, but it's pretty wild. Just truly impressive, like, no matter how you look at it. Like, I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, but you just have to agree, like, it's so impressive that Bitcoin is back at 64,000, 63,000 basically. I'll go over the chart in a second, but that's crazy. But we'll start with stocks. So I had two trades today, end the day up $2,024. Great day, all things considered. Pretty happy OTCs are moving again. It's got me excited. A lot of these are like kind of just like little dead cat bounces. Just like these former runners have just been crushed for like 9 months, and now we're bouncing again. But that's fine. No like home run setups yet where we just got a monster breakout. But it's good. It's good to be watching OTCs again. It makes me excited for the next couple months, that's for sure. So we'll start just chronological order if we can share the screen here. S4 was the first one I traded today, which was my trade yesterday. I thought we'd have some follow through. So this is a classic dip and rip setup where, it hovered for about 5 minutes, broke over highs. That's where I bought it, roughly this like 11.2 area. We got this great initial spike up to 11.8, and then there was a big seller, 11.5, 11.49. GTSM is the market maker. It's important. I'll pull it up. You can see this guy, GTSM, here in the red. It's important to watch on OTCs. Little pro tip here: which market makers are buying and selling shares, supporting the bid, or really just hammering the ask, and you can't get over it. So for a solid 5 minutes on this chart here, GTSM. You could not get over 11.49. Like, they're only showing 5,000 shares. There's a ton of hidden size. And when it cracked here, I gave it a little bit of time because ultimately I was risking low a day. But then right here, I ended up selling. My size was appropriate. I took about a $500 loss on this trade. Called it for the day. And then I came back in the afternoon, for those of you who've been following my plan, and saw actually this was my trade, OZSC, but AITX was what triggeed this spontaneous trade. This is what I was talking about, where it's just like these random dead cat bounces. This thing is it's on splits, whatever. It's just gotten clobbered. Look at that. That's so freaking crazy. You can't. Anyways, go to 6 month. It's just beaten down, and it's had this really good 3-day run. But today it caught my attention because of the volume it traded. Well, I don't really think this is going to go much higher. These deadbeat bounces don't really go much higher than that. I started looking for other ones that I remembered ran with AITX around the same time earlier this year. ENZC is one of them. This chart didn't look great, so I ended up not playing it. OZSC, though, is another classic. So I pulled it up, and sure enough, if we pull up like a 2-year chart, very similar. But this is the most recent run in February of 2021, crushed, and it was having a solid first green day on decent volume. Not the greatest, but relative to the last 6 weeks, very, very good volume. So into the end of the day here, I ended up buying some shares. I want to say I bought them here. Yeah. I bought them on this breakout. I wish I got this one. That's why I was hesitating. This breakout was money. For anyone who was paying attention around 1 p.m. Great breakout on the volume. This probably would have hit scans here. I saw it on my OTC scan around 1:30. That's when I started scanning again. Bought over highs here. Ended up selling up in here because it blew away my expectations on this run. That was about 2,600, which put me over $2,000 on the day. Had this pullback, which is scary, but the fact that it came back reclaimed, I wouldn't be surprised if this pulls the move like AITX, where 3 green days in a row. On a gap up tomorrow, I will be watching for a possible play on this. I'll outline my plan in the small cap rockets room. There's a link below. It's rinse and repeat, right? So those of you who have been watching this, you can probably guess what I'm going to say, but I will definitely outline the detail levels, where I'm looking to get in and out, and hopefully we can trade tomorrow. Either way, my risk is going to be intact. If I take a loss, I'll make sure it's small. And if there's a winner, I'll try to get 3-to-1 risk reward. You know, throw all those things into a pot. That's actually a pretty good recipe. That's really all I got. So thanks for watching. Oh, Bitcoin. How did I forget? We'll go back to the screen, Andrew. Bitcoin's chart. Look at that. This is a weekly chart. This is absolutely bonkers. Ethereum's up there too. But if we just go back to the daily chart, just this bounce from this fake out here at 30K over the last 2 months to all-time highs. We actually got so close. So all-time highs, according to this chart, are 64,829, and we got to 64,291. So close to new all-time highs. Would not be shocked at all, especially after this fake breakdown. These dips are being bought up. I don't know. I really, like, my gut tells me this wants to pull back, but it's so strong. And the believers, the hodlers, the new futures ETF, you know, there's just so much support. Like, who knows? It is quite a unicorn trade, to say the least. So Bitcoin's cranking, which means I'll also be looking at Bitcoin OTC stocks, listed stocks. Went over a couple of them a couple episodes ago. So make sure, you know, if you haven't subscribed and you're not getting the notifications, click that button. So click it, then go look. Like 2-3 episodes ago, I went over all those. Leave us a like. Make sure you comment and ask, what is Tui doing and what is he up to? But thanks for watching, guys. That's all I got today. It's Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully Tui's in the office. I'm really going to lay the hammer on that kid. But thanks for spending the last like 7 minutes with me. So cheers. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope you all enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching the whole thing and being part of the StocksToTrade community. We wouldn't be here without all of you. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Our goal at StocksToTrade is to reach 100,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. So if you like the content we're putting out and you want to hear more, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.